Hey y'all, it's me. I've been kind of like waiting for a few things to come in. I also opened one without realizing that it was something I was waiting on. That's me. And I just got a few things to show y'all. And I think that's about it. Unless I can think of a story by the end, we're not letting a story today. Yeah, I'm coming up dry though. Well, man. Oh well, I can think of one thing, and I better do it now before I forget, because you guys know I forget really easy. Anyway, when how far back can you remember? What is your earliest memory? I can tell you mine. I was 2 years old. Yeah, I remember that far back. You'll know why in a second. I remember being 2 years old and being cold and wanting to sit where it was warm. So I did. Yeah, I sat on the heater. Kind of burned me. Pretty good. Yeah, I have a thing with burns and water. Who knew? But anywho, that's the earliest memory I have. After that, it was just my grandmother giving us shots. And this is all before we moved to the house we had in Pearl. This is when I lived in Jackson, Mississippi. And the part of Jackson we lived in was not very, shall we say, safe, but we lived there. My grandparents lived there. We all lived in this. My grandparents lived right next door to us then. Now, I got a card from Miss Deborah Nelson. I've been waiting to open this, Deborah. I really have. And it is, oh, don't you love that? That's cute. I like that. Oh, Knitting Deb's Nook. She sent me a happy Valentine's Day card. Isn't that sweet? Oh, and it says Jesus is the best Valentine, aren't you, Drew? Just love watching you and hearing stories. Keep it up. Don't you just love all the new YouTube friends? I do. Do you know I have gotten a few new subscribers and I'm really happy because I kind of enjoy talking to y'all like you're my friends. I think I've said that before, but it's true. I actually do talk to y'all like you're my friends. Now, I got something from Wish. No clue what I ordered, so y'all get to see with me. And I opened the package, but I didn't look in it. And it is, oh, yeah, now I remember. It's these little stitch marker holders. I like the way these are made. These little light bulb things. Y'all see them? They're really tiny, but they're like little safety pins, but they're light bulbs. So you just put your stitch marker stuff right down in here and you open it at the top. See? It's pretty cool. I like it. I've seen them bigger, but I think this is the perfect size for a stitch marker because it's just small enough. That will go through, but it's also big enough that you could put like a 5, 6 bulky in there. It looks pretty big. It doesn't look that big from, on the screen, but it's actually fairly bigger than that. Now, the things I got in that I forgot that I had ordered and I opened them were my Herschners magazines. They had them for 99 cents a piece, okay? Still charged me a decent amount shipping, but I wanted these patterns something awful, y'all. But they had these worsted 8th rows on sale for 99 cents. And there's like about 4 patterns in each book. So there was that one. And this is on the back of it. And then I wanted this one because I wanted to do a round blanket. And these are all baby blankets. And then, don't y'all love that one, Russet Ripple? And then a very unique kind of granny square. And then this is a knit cable, which I was like, are you kidding me? You're giving me a knit pattern? I don't do knitting. But on the front, you think, oh, okay, there's crochet. No, it's still knit. So I had to look through the magazine itself to find which one was actually crochet. And let's see, which one was it? There was one. There was one. Yeah, here it is. I think there's two. Yeah, okay. There's this one. I'm only going to show y'all the picture because, you know, I could get in trouble for showing you the pattern. But it's like a lacy pattern. And then this one, which I thought was actually kind of fun. It looks more like a rug than a blanket though, doesn't it? Is that just me? Maybe. All right. And then, how many of y'all have watched Wayne's World? Every time I say "and then," it reminds me of them at that drive-thru. If you haven't watched it, you're missing something special. Then I found a bookshop called Second Sale. And although they did not send me a email confirming that they received my order, what it is they're books that have been read before, but you get them at a much cheaper price. So to me, I don't care if someone else has read them before. I really don't. As long as I get the ones I want to read, they're pretty cheap. So that's another site with that Edward R. Hamilton book. Second Sale is the name of it. Okay, yeah. This is what I was waiting on. I ordered from Nitpicks again. Y'all, I can't help it. I love the Bravo worsted. Okay? They kill me. Alright. And of course, I got plenty to do. Oh, that's a piece of tray. Okay. First, I got Bravo worsted, and I got, this one is in, Fairy Tale is the name of this color. It's kind of a more reddish purple than what's showing. And I got Rouge, which of course is more like a coral, which is fine with me because I like the coral. I think I got about 4 of each of these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I got because that's what I'm showing in the box. And then Lady Slipper, which is a purplish, kind of a pinkish purple color. I love Bravo worsted, y'all. And they have good sales. These, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, were about $1.49 a piece. I don't have a, oh, there's my sales slip. It's at the bottom. Hang on, y'all. Here comes the sound effect. There we go. Hang on. All right. And all that beautiful, beautiful yarn. And of course, they did not put what it cost. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I got this yarn at I want to say $139 or $159. It was right in there per skein. So I couldn't resist that. That's like, it's usually about $1.99, which is still a great price. Don't get me wrong, but about $1.99 for some of the yarn I love to death, and it's a 4. Ooh, I can't see the yardage. It must be on the front. Hang on. 218 yards and 100 grams. You just can't pay that little bit of a expense anywhere. So yeah, that was a great deal. But I wanted to show y'all the herschners books and the other stuff. I've been working on that granny square blanket, which is not going to be finished by March 18th. No, because see, I have to do 54 green squares. These are 10-inch squares now. 54 10-inch squares of green, and then 32 of the white. So what I've decided to do is do the green, and then the white, in square, and it'll end with 2 green in the center. So it's kind of gonna look like a rectangle, which is kind of what I wanted it to do. But it'll be 2 green, then the white, then the green, then the white, then the green. So it's going to be a queen size blanket, in case you're wondering. Yeah, 100 by 90. So I need 90 squares. 4, so that means 36 of them have to be white. Yeah, I get it. I haven't even started the white, so I'm like really far behind. That's why I know I'm not going to finish by the 18th, but I'm trying. I'm working it. I've been watching everybody's videos though, and been having a blast doing that. Everybody's having so much fun. I stopped into Granny D's Knit Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D. I stopped into her live chat. I actually found it the other day because I happened to be sitting down and wasn't at my sister's house. I've been on and off at my sister's house, you know, helping her out with things. So the last day I was over there was, I don't know, wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. No, it may have been yesterday. No, it was the day before yesterday. Okay, because this is what happened, y'all. We were sitting in her bedroom, and I had just flipped the blinds open because I wanted light to come in from behind us so we could see better, because her bedroom is a little dark. It's all wood, so it's dark. So I open the blinds and I look over to, I see something, I catch something out of the corner of my eye. And I look and I'm like, oh, it's her favorite dog laying out in the middle of the field, and that dog ain't moving. Didn't want her to go out there and see it. So I said, you stay here. I got to go outside for a minute. And she said, why? What is it? I said, everything's fine. I just got to go outside for a minute. So I got my, of course, she's not listening. And I'm hauling it down into the field. I'm walking as fast as I could possibly walk because, you know, guys, I don't run. So I'm walking as fast as I could all the way down to where the dog was in the next field. And it's a pretty good piece. The dog is laying there and it's struggling to breathe. And I'm like, holy crap. So I picked the dog up and she says, I'll go get the keys and stuff and we'll go to the vet. I don't care. I'm walking to the car. You go do what you need to do, girl. I'm at the car. So I get in the car and everything, and I'm sitting there with the dog in my lap. I've got him holding him. And she gets in the car and she's just like, and he starts moving. He jumps every time he hears her voice because that's his favorite human, of course. So we get to the vet and everything, and we're looking him over while we're at the vet because I couldn't really look at him good while he's in my lap because she was flying and I was trying really hard not to jolt the dog very much because we go around twists and turns to get to the vet. So anyway, we got there and we're sitting there and we're looking at the dog on the examining thing, but all of us at the same time noticed he has road rash, which means vehicle hit him. And he's just short enough, small enough to go under the car after they hit him and then get back off the road. Well, of course they keep him overnight. You know, we're worried that he has internal injuries and stuff. And then the vet's assistant said, no, he doesn't. He feels kind of clear, but I feel he had a broken rib. I know what a broken rib feels like. I also know that it hurts like, oh, get out. And if it goes the wrong way, it can puncture a hole in your lung. Well, they keep him overnight. They check on him, and they say he's okay. He didn't look like he got any damage from the car. So they bring him home, and he's been home 2 days. 2 days. Yeah, because I was over at my sister's again yesterday. And I told her he doesn't seem to be feeling any better. And I think they missed that rib. I honestly thought they missed that. I didn't think they'd done an x-ray is what it was. And she agreed with me. So they took him back. Then last night, he started leaking pus everywhere out of his side. They didn't even know he had a hole in the side. Apparently, he had some sort of hole and was leaking pus everywhere. So she and her husband sat down and tried to clean as much of it could, get as much of it out as they could. They took little syringes and pulled it. They filled up 30 of those syringes and it was still coming. So they took him to the vet this morning and the vet's going to keep him overnight again. They're going to change his antibiotics to see if maybe they can get the pus to stop. But the pus is letting them know there's a severe infection going on. And if it's leaking out of his side, that means that he could go into sepsis, is what I'm thinking. But I'm hoping that's not the case. So they're keeping him overnight, and hopefully he'll be good to go tomorrow. Well, then I find out I'm keeping the little white dog this coming weekend for Valentine's Day. So I'm okay with that. Not a big deal. I'll keep the dog for Valentine's Day, not a big deal. But then they decided to go out of town from Wednesday until Monday next week. Yeah, I'm going to have 7 dogs over the weekend. I'm literally going to lose my cool. I got 7 dogs. Starting Wednesday, I have to go over there and take care of her 5, which 2 of them are now inside dogs. And the rest of them are outside dogs. So I guess that's kind of easier for me, but I have to go over there several times and let them out so they can go to the bathroom. And because the one that was leaking the pus is going to have a drain, he can't go out unless it's with somebody with him because he has to come right back in after he goes to the bathroom. So that's fine. I can understand that. But, oh my stars, y'all. That is something else. Live in the country, you have issues with the dogs. I'm telling you. It's just the way it goes. And of course, I've had a flare up of acute psoriasis. I had it when I was in high school. It was a really bad case of it though, because I was covered from head to toe with, I can show y'all. Well, it's healing up, but it's a little dot and it's bright red when it's like really active. And they were from head to toe. I had them in my hair. I had them everywhere. Bottom of my feet. I had them everywhere. I had a huge flare up. And trust me, you don't want to go outside whenever you've got little spots all over because people think you have the measles, man. They won't let you in school. They won't let you in work because they think you have the measles and they don't want anybody that's never had the measles to get it. So, you can't do nothing. And it takes months for it to go away. It really takes months. And it's very frustrating because you know it doesn't do anything except pop mark your skin. And it's usually from stress, which I don't know why I'm stressed now, but I tend to. But it usually comes from stress and then it'll heal up in a couple of months. But this was a small flare up because I didn't have but a few of them in different places. But this was the one that was the most visible, so I wanted to cover it. And then, let's see, what else is going on, y'all? Oh, Madonna got her glasses. Y'all, okay, the happy this month, literally, I picked a bee, went in my little phone book, did any, meeny, miny, mo. Madonna won. So, I sent her glasses because she keeps saying she couldn't see anything, even with her glasses on. So I kept after her asking what kind of glasses she had. I figured I was going to send her some whether she won the happy or not, but she wasn't happy. So I went ahead and sent her the glasses I was thinking of. And there's the same kind I've been wearing. And they're supposed to help your eyes when you're looking at computer screens and your phone and everything else. They're blue light glasses. And they're supposed to reduce the stress on your eyes from that. So I was hoping that would help her, and it did. I'm glad. I'm so happy. That makes me feel so much better because, there are only three things in our lives that the first thing to go when we get older is our bodies. And when we start to where we can't see and when we can't hear things, it's frustrating because, we may not feel that whole inside, but our bodies is telling us, oh yeah, honey, you there. But yeah, I've been drinking all that water, y'all. I feel like I'm about to float. I'm drinking 16-ounce balls and I'm drinking 4 a day. So that's what, 16, 32, 64 ounces of water a day. Yeah, that's a lot of water. But I'm also drinking my tea and, it's okay. I just gotta, that's one reason I'm not going far from my house right now. I've got so much to do. I'm also working on, because the Red Hearts, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. The Red Heart Super Saver that I had to get, the Patty Green, I'm gonna need to get 2 more, y'all. I'm not looking forward to that. But it's stiff and it's harsh and it kind of tears at your fingers. So after you do it for a while, you need to stop. And instead of just stop crocheting, like as normal people would, yeah, that's not me. So I go ahead and I start working on the softer yarns for my squares, the ones I have in scraps. Like I worked on with love. Red Heart with Love is actually much softer than Red Heart Super Saver. So that one was really soft. And then I had some others that were herschners kind that they had on sale one time that I picked up, and they weren't a name brand, but I really liked them. And when I get through with all, I'm saving all the bands so that even if I don't know which ones they are, at least I know the bands. These are the yarns I use if I have bands, because I'm also going into my regular stash, my regular yarn, and pulling out some that I want to use in these kind of like a patchwork quilt kind of feeling, but it's like just little different squares colors. They're all going to be different colors. I've got orange in there. I've got blue, lots of blue in there. Apparently, I went through a blue phase, y'all. And then I'm going to put other colors in. And then I'm going to make, one reason I like this knit picks, it may say it's a 4, but it crochets up like a heavy 3, light 4. So what I'm going to do is take that, and I've got some that are it's just like that, that's really thin like that. And I'm going to take a 5 needle and do the willow squares and make a blanket out of just the smaller squares, which will actually be really kind of pretty because it's a lot of different colors going to be in there, and it's actually going to be really pretty. I'm looking forward to that one. And then I'm going to take those nerds candy shop things I got in the Mary Maxim mystery boxes and use those colors to make my granddaughter a new blanket because she's like in love with the color blues and purple. So the nerds kind of hit it for me. It's more purple, but kind of a little bit of blues. But what I may do is alternate, use the nerds till it runs out and then put blue, and then use the nerds till it runs out and then put a blue. So, I mean, I'm going to try and do that so that she gets a blanket that's purple and blue. I don't know. I'll have to find one that kind of works with that nerds thing. But I'm thinking I can get it pretty close. Oh, I feel like I just chattered on for, and I did 24 minutes, y'all. Nobody stops me. Okay, well, I haven't talked in a while. That's probably why, because I haven't been on in a while, and I got to get more normal with this stuff because I just keep getting worse. And y'all, look at this. My hair. I don't know if y'all notice this. My hair is so white right here. It doesn't even look like I have hair here. It's just so white. Oh, anywho, yeah, I know. I do that, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm gonna pet my hair. I'm gonna fix it. Kind of. We all do. Um, Trying to think of what else I was gonna be saying because I had something else on my mind and it's totally gone now, y'all. I guess I could get one of those squares and show y'all how big they are. No, they're just regular granny squares. There's 9. I'm using a 7 needle. So there's 9 rounds of the granny square, of the granny stitch. And I'm stopping at 9 rows because with the 7, using a 7 needle, I'm getting 10 inches off of 9 rounds, which is great because 9 rounds doesn't take as long as you think it does. And if y'all have worked on a green square, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it just grows really fast. And so I wanted to do that. I almost stopped and did 15-inch squares because I would have used a whole lot less there, but I couldn't think of a good pattern that works with that. So the going around in squares, rectangles makes sense to me. May have to change my thinking, but no, I'm already halfway through. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I only have 20 some odd green squares left to make, which is good because that means I'm kicking butt with those. I have 54 to start with now, and we have 20 something. Doing good, but still haven't started the white. And I found some beads that my sister had, so that's why I got these things because I'm really thinking about doing some. I did some, um, but I didn't show y'all because why don't we ever think what we do is nice or pretty or good enough? I'm really beginning to wonder about our perception of what we do, y'all, because I've seen several people who hold up something that is absolutely stunning. I mean, just beyond beautiful. And they're like, does it look okay? And I'm like, you can't tell this is the most beautiful thing. And they really can. I can't. When I do those that y'all have complimented me on some of my blankets and stuff, I look at them and I'm like, I hope they like them. And y'all are like, well, they'd be crazy not to. But I will tell y'all this: the skull blanket I made, the one with the different skulls on it, she loved it. So for those of y'all who said I did a good job there, thank you because it did. She did love it. Even the colors, even though I didn't know the colors were going to work together and they kind of looked garish, but to me they came together so well. It just made sense. So yeah, I kind of like those. But I think that's about it, y'all. I can't even believe I had talked for 30 minutes. Ooh, I guess I better start getting on here more often because I need to stop making really long ones and kind of chop it up a little bit because y'all don't pay attention past 10 minutes, I guess. Although I'll sit there and watch y'all's all the way to the end. Um, Bag of Day's been putting out some really pretty patterns lately. And I don't know what it is, but I have not been as into yarn haul videos as I usually am. So I'm kind of saving those for later. I'll go back and look at them. I know she got something in from herschners and a mystery box from herschners, but I didn't. I didn't look at it, which I normally do. I normally watch those every time she puts them out. So I guess it's just I'm so busy that I don't want to look at any more yarn right now because if I do, I'm going to order it. need to be looking at any more yarn. So, sorry. Yeah, a piece of paper fell on my foot. Y'all, I'm so OCD sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a great day. And let me know, what is your earliest childhood memory and what is it? Because I'm wondering if I'm the only one who can remember that far back. Some people can remember further, believe it or not. So just let me know, what's the earliest memory you have and what was it? Y'all have a great day. Oops. Let me get over here. Okay.